I'm going to get the police if this continues. Somewhere else.
Interesting. You won't find better anywhere. I promise.
Talara, you there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Valley op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's all right.
My.
You sign up after the old incident. We're in this together.
Get stuck at the office?
We have a deadline in a few days, and there is so much to get done before then. I do not think we will make it.
Okay, fine. Just hold out. You can do this.
That kind of thing.
Man, did you hear Lazarus is late? He says the Illuminati killed the org leader in Golem.
You shouldn't listen to that crap. It will rot your brain.
Are you insane? He's the only one telling us the truth.
He is crazy. The whole damn idea is crazy. Illuminati? They do not exist.
Look, madam. The papers state right here that you are currently restricted to the Mikashka district. I'm sorry, but I can't let you.
Supposed to be alone.
Let's go. You're sitting on some cash, Grandpa.
I was told the police. Now that Sarah
Police don't get...
Get
lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Police don't get paid to help us. That's what you need to pay us for.
Only 2 months restriction. I'm sure you can...
Make them go away. Please! You're a dead man!
I'm kidding. Thank you so much for what you've done.
lack of supervision over the drug pushers would lead to mass hysteria.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
No, that's not who sent me. You paid someone for an AUG permit. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Those officers who stopped me. Sure, I remember. They charged me 3 times already. Said it was a very complicated process. I knew it wouldn't get me anywhere.
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100 more times if it meant I could stay close to my family, to what is left of them. I want to stay in Prague.
Here. This permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Fuck this! I'm taking you in!
Behind your head.
Why I rock with murder? You're damn right I am.
Just a little farther. I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation. Why?
Isn't that why you contacted me? I'm willing to help because it's the right thing to do. But it means I have to leave him tonight. Leave everything. Did you bring what you were supposed to?
I need to know a little more about who you've been talking to about me. Some of these things you say you've heard. The information must have come from somewhere.
It came mostly from Vlasta. There is no name my husband curses more often than yours. And my husband curses a lot.
Sounds like your husband and I are great friends.
I have to admit I was a little scared. I kept telling myself, my husband's enemy is my friend. But some of the things I overheard, they didn't exactly inspire confidence. But now that I've met you, I feel like they cannot be true.
What kinds of things?
The way his men talk about you. They say there is nothing you won't do, no one you won't betray, for the sake of your own agenda. When you asked me to meet you at the Red Queen, of all places, and then when I saw those men listening to our conversation, I don't know. I thought the worst, I suppose. I'm sorry to have doubted you.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Vlasta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time and chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
All right, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. I believe that is what we agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Here, this should be enough to get you out of here.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into. I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. I told her I was Vince.
Interesting. You never struck me as the pretending type, Adam. I always assumed what you see is what you get. I should have known better.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arinka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Gollum City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry, there's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Milena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Or something.
Hello.
Růžičkovo nádraží z důvodu oprav uzavřeno. Omlouváme.
Make no trouble.
Major client. Need to be cleaned out. Juan, what are you doing? Juan, what are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here?
If Blaster sees you, waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta's not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university, years ago, I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's got to be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
Golem was hell. It is hell. I understand doing whatever it takes to get as far away as possible.
If you believe that, then you have to leave. I promised Vince I would follow the rules. If Vlasta finds you here, he'll get paranoid and call off our deal. And then he'll call Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
I didn't come here to get in your way, to keep people like you from escaping places like Golem.
Then walk away. I'll never have another chance like this. I've given them everything I have for this one shot. If I get recaptured... It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olivier, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick. I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down, sell them for parts.
You're a businessman running a business, Vlasta. Part of that business is built on getting people like Olivier out of places like Golem, places like Prague. Only way for you to maintain your reputation here is to fulfill your agreement with her.
Wrong. My reputation is built on people not fucking with me. People not wasting my time. You should both be dead already. The only reason I'm holding back. You should both be dead.
The reason you haven't shot me yet is because you know gunfire will draw the attention of every cop in Prague. That's why we both need a way out of this that's quick and simple and quiet.
He's right, Vlasta. Okay, so let's say I'm in a hurry, and that I'm not eager to attract the attention of the police. That doesn't mean I have to take Olivie with me, or that I have to let you walk out of here alive. There are quiet ways to kill a man.
Trust me, there's no quick and quiet way for you to take me out. Your only efficient solution is Olivie getting in the truck and me walking away. She won't be a problem because she gets what she wants, and I won't be a problem because I don't want to jeopardize her.
All right. We'll take Olivie to Rabia, like we promised. And I like the idea of never seeing you again. You walk away and you don't tell anybody about any of this. Because if anything goes wrong, if I regret this, she's the one who's going to pay for it.
For your sake. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
You ever wonder about the leadership of this family? I mean, man, just... Что за хуйня?
Trouble. Guaranteed.
Hello.
And there's a pretty quiet.
How are you?
Back to better.
Hej, jste připraveni? Možná už je čas líknout na věc, ne? Pamatujte, soukromí pokoje jsou k dispozici nahoře.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once. Sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break it. Mr. Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Things are getting out of hand around here.
That's all.
Access granted.
Janus, if this is your idea of a face-to-face meeting, I'm not impressed.
You didn't think I would jump on a plane to Prague, did you?
I guess not. That conversation we recovered, you know who Manderley was talking to, don't you?
Robert Page, CEO of Page Industries and owner of the VersaLife Corporation. He's a multi-billionaire.
Doesn't mean we can't arrest both of them for conspiracy to commit murder. We heard Page give the order to kill Rucker.
In a recorded conversation that you obtained illegally. It's fruit from the poisonous tree, Mr. Jensen. It won't stand up in court.
What about this orchid, then? Can we find out more about it?
I think we should find out. I'm digging on my end, but there may be something you can do in Prague. VersaLife has an account at the Palisade Property Bank. If you can get to their data vault, we may find some of the answers we're looking for.
You're telling me to break into a bank?
ARC is being manipulated, set up to take the fall for something. Most likely another terror attack.
Fine. What about this Brown? Page mentioned him and some sort of council. Nathaniel Brown, maybe, head of the Santo Group?
Perhaps. Nathaniel Brown stands to earn trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes. But...
Janus.
Adam! The site's been compromised. I just spotted sentry drones headed your way.
What? How? I wasn't followed.
Maybe somebody at PRE detected Janus's hack into the electrical grid. I don't know. Just get out of there.
All detected personnel are authorized.
Access granted.
Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol. No hostile activity detected. Continuing cautious patrol.
Další podělaná plechovka.
I did not like the way those go. Belongs to the bank? Ask me to leave. Did you see anything? No way. They're much like they would not
Mr. Jensen, it's Nomad Stanek. Please, please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter. They're... going to
kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Prakaska district, an apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
I always liked the guard tricks.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Prakaska district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
What is this city coming to?
Problems already.
Here's trouble. Well, I'm here.
Alex, did Janus actually have a plan for this robbery? Or does he expect me to shoot my way to the vault?
He had someone slip a package into the bank manager's car.
Someone?
It's parked in the employee parking garage. Let me know when you've got it. I'm glad you're doing this, Adam. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Včetně firewallu příští generace, špinavého šifrování, vlastního biometrického kódování mysl. Jedná se o první velkou expanzi této banky od augovského incidentu a od 2025, kdy automatizovaná ochrana obchodních zařízení zabila jednu techničku. Její struktury právě pozornost, dokud nevyšlo najevo, že se snažila získat přístup.
No exit for primary. On the left.
Akcie Verza Life, které od minulého kvartálu klesly už o 6%, se i nadále vedou chabě poté, co investoři zaznamenali pokles prodejů neuropozivu. Výkonný ředitel Bob Page však akcionářem ujistil, že se nemusí bát, neboť jejich moderní výzkum infekčních chorob a genetické léčby by měl velmi brzy začít vykazovat zisk.
No exit for primary. On the left.
Obyvatelé již tak přeplněného komplexu útulek musí udělat místo pro dalších 20 000 lidí. Státní policie očekává, že právě tento počet
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
New position on primary.
Státní policie vyšetřuje vraždu, která se dnes v noci stala v pražské Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali bdělí a aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných a dobře osvětlených prostranstvích. Korporátní banka Palisáda odhalila své plány.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Ředitelka Palisády Ašány Kalvarová prohlásila, že se počet technických a administrativních pozic zdvojnásobí díky zbudování nových datových úložen ve 4 městech.
Okay, Alex, I got the package. Now what?
There's supposed to be a data rod and an access card inside, but the card is blank. Jana said we need to imprint it with biometrics from an active account holder.
So what? Kidnap somebody and steal their DNA?
Maybe next week. Tonight we can get what's needed from an office on the 3rd floor. According to a contact, the bank keeps clients' profiles on a secure terminal there.
So all I gotta do is get through security to find it. Great.
Jensen, it's Smiley. Your friend, Nomad Stanek, escaped custody. Agent Riley said he was...
Yeah, I heard. His daughter's in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble? You know where they are? Adam, you need to go find them, both of them, before it's too late.
I'm on it.
mind not doing that, sir? I can get to it. I just received the upcoming call from ID.
Good. I asked them to send in the current protocol. You know, they really should be sending this out to you regularly.
It's okay. I know about protocol. They must be approved by Mr. Yanisek first.
Well, he's the one who wanted the security room cleaned up. Not that it's a mess. Anyway, when you get to it, use the code and don't trip those lasers again.
Yeah, you don't have to remind me. Longevity said Jamal is a mighty thing.
Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists in Canada. Underground websites and radio
Access granted.
shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones and lost their jobs in a collective
I walked into Oshiro's office not 30 seconds after he did. Only he wasn't in there.
Where are you, Mr. Jensen? You said you were coming.
I got caught up in something. I'll be there soon, Mr. Stanek.
There is no more soon. You are too late. My little girl is gone. She's gone to their ascension.
Mr. Stanek. Nomad. Shit.
Devastating blow against basic human rights. These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. So what? Become impossible to function. We need a timeout, a temporary separation of classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate
Access granted. Access granted.
Today rejoiced at a decision by the general. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of many corporations and influential individuals. Private response sources close to the bank that no hacker has ever come close to.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Alex, you still with me? I'm accessing the biometric terminal now. How's this supposed to work?
The way Janus explained it, malware on the card will look for the profile of an authorized VersaLife representative and clone it.
I thought he said the card was blank.
Technically, I said it. Sorry. But the card should be active now. Find the elevator to the basement and try it.
In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective.
The access card worked, Alex. I'm in the elevator, heading down.
Janus is good, man. He said security measures prevent wireless communications near the vault, so you and I will lose contact soon.
Meaning I'll be on my own from here on in.
Just until you enter the VersaLife vault and plug the data rod into their terminal. Janus should be able to contact you directly once it's installed. He had me load a bunch of malware on it. Of course, you have to reach the vault access room and call down the VersaLife vault first. If you're stopped by security...
Right here in those containers.
Maybe, but they're also the ones under the most scrutiny. The ones that have to jump through the most hoops.
Rightfully so. When you only answer to stockholders and the bottom line is your only concern, let me tell you, the way you make decisions keep you skewed.
Sure, you're a security guard. Speaking of that, let's get back to it. Waypoint clear. Come on.
Updated, as you were.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Just in case somehow you can hear me, I'm about to call down the Versalite vault, Alex. Janice, can you hear me?
Yes, the link is weak, but I can strengthen it.
Wait, what are you doing?
The data rod contains a secret program. It's flagging everything it finds on Project Orchid and sending it to me.
Wait, that's an audio file. Can I hear it?
Hello?
Bob, it's Megan. Those orchid samples you told my new assistant to send to Switzerland?
I asked him not to bother you with that.
It's okay. I told him he could. But it's just... I've never heard of this GARM facility before.
A recent acquisition. I'll have to take you there someday.
That's not necessary. Listen, the changes we made to the orchid's Cas enzymes, they're incredibly dangerous. Until we perfect the replacement-based fragment, GARM's researchers must keep a neutralizing enzyme on hand.
I've read your reports, Megan. I know all about the failures of the CRISPR molecule. I'm even keeping a sample of the neutralizer inside a secure vault in case your research gets corrupted.
You are?
Trust me, you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. I just wanted to be sure this time. Good night, Bob.
Good night, my dear.
Megan.
Dr. Reed, you seem disappointed. She joined VersaLife shortly before Seraph Industries closed. I assumed you knew.
I don't suppose you know anything about this facility in Switzerland.
GARM? I've been digging into it ever since your ex said the name. It was a geological research center until 2025, when Bell Tower Associates bought it. They didn't list it on their balance sheet when they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I guess they also forgot to mention the Spec Ops unit that went AWOL. I have to get to GARM.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai. If Paige sent them the Orchid.
That's everything. Unless they're storing something physical in there. Either way, I suggest you leave soon. With the vault in that position, you should be able to exit through the shaft. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And please don't forget the data rod when you leave.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Janus, can you hear me? I think I found that neutralizing enzyme Megan and Paige were talking about.
We don't have a lot of time, Mr. Jensen. We'll lose contact.
No problem, I got this one. I might be able to save a life or two with this, if the Orchid shows up again.
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Miller, it's Jensen. I've got a lead on the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai.
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Just hear me out. There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't. I'm en route to Prague now. She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out there. Miller out.
Sir?
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaklav's honor. Just get to the lab, and you'll see.
Welcome to Palisade Property Bank.
Sir?
Right today.
Just one more time. That's all.
No, but
za spolupráci během stavu nouze.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
You really think Rucker was the problem? That his death is somehow gonna make things better for Augs?
I don't think he was the solution. We need a new leader. Someone a little less beardy, McFancy diploma. Someone who's gonna fight, you know? Stand up to some of these bullshit laws. You hear about the Human Restoration Act?
Yeah. If the restoration vote passes, I don't know that it's gonna matter very much who the leader is.
It's gonna be a government-mandated horror show is what it's gonna be. Men in white coats pulling out augmentations like they are teeth. Ugh. Anyway, speaking of medical horrors, you ready for me to fix you or what?
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. Changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
you see what they did to her?
Why are we drawn to such things? What's wrong with us?
It is not unhealthy to be curious about
You
that.
know who? By now?
Johnny's not going anywhere. What's your hurry?
I was given the same orders you were, sir.
I know all about our orders. Do me a favor, eh? At least pretend to look for evidence.
You don't think he did it?
I do think he did it. But I also think we should at least try to prove it. If that's okay with you.
Anything you say, sir.
Daria says something, but apparently she doesn't talk to cops.
Away from the crimes, sir.
If you saw something,
You
you
can't
have
let
to
them
get
tell
away
us.
with this.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
It's natural to be scared.
Then you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an Aug.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
To him and not to me.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was going to work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Who do they think they are?
Just because Monte trusts him doesn't mean I do. Away from the crime scene.
I think you found something.
Pretty obvious what happened.
You a journalist?
No, but she was.
I've got nothing else to say.
Uh-huh. Tabloids right. But she just saw copies. No, this was political. It's always political.
Just keep moving. Keep the blood pounding.
Wish we could just shoot any officers.
Didn't think so.
Another reason to hate technology.
You're joking, right?
I have a permit. It's not like they did not see me
Can't even trust the department.
I can't deal with this.
Where are you going?
Off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural.
Hey, asshole! You can't go in there!
We need a timeout. A temporary separation of the classes. So we can clear the air, reevaluate the power. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them that.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like...
Quit screwing around!
Thank you, Dr. Christian. This is Eliza Casson, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in And now for a close look at the events making
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
Angela's dead. Sorry to be the one to tell you. They found her body in an alley.
Yeah, well, you're not the one to tell me so. I appreciate your way of trying to break it to me, though. Do you know if she died quick or not?
No, I don't.
I hope so. Angie didn't deserve to suffer.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
I found a note from your doctor. You lost your hands in New South Wales.
I got new hands in New South Wales, is the way they sold it to me.
Whatever else the killer did to her, Angela was strangled. Whoever did it left a partial print on her neck, which, apparently, you're not capable of.
Fingerprints are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. You'll find not having them allows you to be so much more effective.
They did it so you could kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
From Picus.
Hey, man, that shot.
One day, I'll be the boss of this family.
Who would even listen to that crap?
More than a few.
Let them deal with it themselves.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
This can't be happening to me.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe. But keep in mind, she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the aug removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and aug removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Look, I didn't find who the killer is. Sometimes you have to admit there just isn't enough to go on. But the pieces don't fit. Not yet, anyway. But I do know Johnny Gunn didn't kill his wife.
How can you be sure?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here! It's time to wrap this up.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
We spend most of our time eliminating suspects. I still don't know who killed Angela.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Get me a damn coffee!
Nice equipment.
Radíme všem občanům, aby se vyhýbali